Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Final Fantasy XVI. After gloriously destroying another of the Mother Crystals on the last episode, we are here back at our hideout and Jill is still in the infirmary, recovering from all she went through. Not just by defeating her, let's say, past, but also with all the power she's used to keep the fight under control so we could fight our enemies. So yeah. So for today, we are going to look at the map for side quests, and after we've checked all of them, we're going to go to the infirmary and see how Jill's doing, because at the end of the last episode we did realize that Clive is a little bit worried, and I can understand why, because she is so important to him and she really gave her all during that fight. So yeah, he wants to check up on her, and I get that. So let's check on the map. What do we have? Ooh, blacksmith stuff, shop, songs, everything has a marker. Okay, we got one on the boarding deck. And we got a plus in the gardens. Ooh, and the plus is always nice, because that gives us an extra ability, menu, feature, or whatever it is. And it's really important. The pluses you need to do, I feel. The rest, those are optional. And we do like our optional stuff. Alright, let's check out the store and our blacksmith. See what they have for us.
Is it business or pleasure?
Ah, want a pat on the back, do you? Well, I suppose you deserve one. Just don't let it get to your head.
What I hear?
You'd have been lost without Jill. To say nothing of yours truly. It wasn't for me keeping you fed and kited out. Neither of you would have stood a chance. But fair's fair. You took the chance I gave you and brought the whole bloody mountain down. Bet the Ironblood couldn't believe their eyes.
The poor buggers.
They will just have to find someone else to worship. Course, there's plenty of other folks in these fair isles who still reckon those rocks are worth more than their weight in diamonds. So you keep doing what you're doing and show them how wrong they are. It is coin they want to put their faith in, and as long as you keep coughing it up, my faith will stay with you. Alright, do you have anything new for us?
Then?
She does. An actual platinum sword. Gimme.
It better all be here.
Yeah, I know. Platinum belt.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Is that a new resource we found along the way? I do want this, but I'm not going to equip it. I'm going to assume we're going to enhance it. Automatically charges magic spells and maintain charge until cast. Alright. Yeah, these are all things to increase the things we do. But it costs so much money. I need to grind so much to get those. Alright, let's restock.
You'll not find a better price than that.
No elixir, those are too expensive.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Well, I'm trying to.
Is that all?
Yes, that is all for now.
Clive? Must have been hot.
Fighting in the belly of that crag might be the work of for you as a smith when you hang up your old sword. But I'm betting that won't be for a while.
I know how hard it can be.
Trying to fill another man's boots, but I reckon you've grown into Sid nicely. He'd be proud. Ah, thank you.
What's that for in India?
A vote of confidence does mean an awful lot. Yes, but we keep the resources of Liquid Flame. Let's see. Reinforcements. Yes. Platinum sword 2. Platinum sword plus 1. Yes. Damage is the one thing we need. So yes, I am going to reinforce it. Is there anything else? Because we could probably made it straight away. Didn't even think about that, so I could have saved a little bit of money, but it doesn't matter. Material that we've, let's say, kept is also worth something. And money we can always gain more by grinding the levels once again. Getting the items, selling them, using them for however we need to. Because as you can see with Wyrite, I got like almost 800 of those, so selling a few of them wouldn't hurt. And they are not a lot, but enough to make a decent profit.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
And the Platinum Sword, Meteorite, Dragon Talon, yes.
You can thank me later.
Oh, you know I will. You know I will. Okay, so am I seeing it right? So if we made the sword here, we wouldn't have been able to reinforce it. Because we would have used one liquid flame to make it. So technically buying it then would be the better choice. If upgrading it right now. Because there might be a chance to get liquid flames from like maybe the hunting board that we have. The hunting the monsters. Or maybe other enemies that we'll fight later on. But I'm glad we can increase it now. Even if it is just by 3 points. Because every point counts.
Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later.
You know I always do. And then of course the cannons. Still lower. Well, if it's still lower, then there's no point in me upgrading it, isn't it? What am I wearing that is so powerful? Was it that blue item that we've come across? I'm curious. The mithril wristlets. Yeah, I can see mithril being better than platinum. Yeah, we're not gonna upgrade them. Why waste materials? I just assumed that if we upgrade then it would go beyond the one thing that we had right now. I guess I was wrong, but it was only 1200, so it wasn't too bad.
If you need out, just ask Nan. She's got a load of new stock in.
Sounds exciting. Alright, let's check more of the base.
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece. Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
All right, Sid.
Yeah, if you need to gag to enjoy it, yeah, food-wise, that's not the thing I want then.
Farewell, Drake's breath.
My knowledge is yours. And so, it is done.
5 long years in the making. With the Mother Crystal's final cry, a legacy is passed from one outlaw to the next one.
The tale is far from over.
And though we cannot know if it will end in triumph or tragedy, I only pray that I'm here to bear witness. Alright, let's update the
I have
logs.
compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Yeah, we'll check up on them. I just want to increase our wisdom a little bit.
I have quite the find for you today.
Ooh, thank you very much.
You wish to study the tomes?
I always do in between the episodes, you know that. So I will be back at a later time and date.
Hunting down bearers, stringing them
Let's
up.
update this as well. Yeah, I think a lot of the songs we're gonna get in there is if we buy them at the different stores, which is an obnoxious amount of money. So it's definitely something that's more like end game territory. Because just getting up 20,000 is not an easy feat. As far as I've seen, I could be mistaken that there are some enemies, some items we can collect that will give us like a shit ton of cash that we can't buy them all, but I haven't figured it out yet. Alright, what do you have for us in store today?
Sid, I know that when we came to the Hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did.
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the Duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the Hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the Hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the Duchy on other business...
Tell me of this Morganbeards.
Tell me of these Morganbeards, then.
But of course. If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Considering the things we have handled, I think he's probably right. Alright, not bad. I do wonder what we're gonna get for it. Maybe cheaper medicine? I wouldn't mind an elixir with half the price, because 10,000 is a lot. If they were 5,000, I would gladly have them fully stocked. Alright, let's see where the other one is. And then we'll have to see if we can do both the side quests without Jill at our side. We should be capable of doing that, but the question is more, do we want to be capable of doing that?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the Hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. We do not want them to walk around naked, so let's get some linen.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me?
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Yeah. We'll do that after we finish the gathering of some flowers, because this is just a pickup quest. It shouldn't be too hard,
Give us
right?
new clothes. But we've no clothes.
Alright, let's talk to some more people to see if they have something to say about Drake's Reach. Nope. Maybe some new hunts. Oh yes, definitely. North of Sorrowwise, those areas, so we might be able to come across this, which is a bee enemy. This one as well, the Secret. I wish this showed us what kind of rewards we could get if we do defeat them. The Angel of Death. This sounds very ominous, especially since the fact that we don't even have a picture of it. Alright, they don't have any new text, so they're not talking about Drake's Breath.
You'll be pleased to know we ain't heard a peep out of the Iron Blood since you cracked their crystal. Hopefully revenge is the last thing on their minds right now.
The chances are revenge is on their mind, but they've got other things to worry about. Alright, so we've got to do side quests. I don't think there's anything more. No. Yeah, we have Vivian, but Yeah, let's talk to her. She's probably also has something to say about Drake.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Not even. She normally always has an opinion about something. Which is fine. Okay, so here is for the flowers. And this is for the bolts. Right, let's go to get the flowers. And if they're in this area, I'm pretty sure I can beat those enemies without backup. Alright, let's see, where are you? Ah, this is relatively close to the church. I don't think we can warp there, so... Let's take the bridge down, jump up on our chocobos, and we should be there before you know it.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
It would take ages to tidy all this stuff up.
Alright, this should be far enough for us to call. No? Not far enough out of the city just yet. Ah, there it is.
Come on.
You can play all the songs you want. We are just directly going to where we need to be.
The marshes near the abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for
Ooh,
more
goblins.
Be safe.
Let's just destroy all of them. Why not? It's a bit heavy-handed, but it does get the job done.
Size of a goblin's eye. This goblin. Certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers, though.
Really? Was it close enough? Alright, that will take care of the small fry. No, just one. Oh, I thought I was gonna stagger him before he hit me. That doesn't matter. He shouldn't be strong enough to take me down anyway. Come on, get dizzy. Ooh, a little bit too late. Just a little bit. he gave up a pretty decent fight. Not enough though.
Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've got... There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home.
So you've been around the Morgan's beard, you just didn't know it was just that.
Hopefully this will be enough. I've had
Should
my
be.
fill of goblins.
Alright, get back to the world map. Should I deliver that to the Hideaway first? Just in case that bringing a few pieces of cloth is gonna take a lot more work than we think it's gonna be. That is just not a simple delivery job. Because yes, I think we need to go there, pay some money, get the cloth, but if they see me, I wouldn't be too surprised if they ask me for some additional, let's say, fees or abilities. Which is fine, because we are powerful enough to do that. But first, let's give these Morgan beards to Nigel and see what we get for it. Because if a quest has a plus, it gives us an additional option somewhere in the game.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
I found your flowers.
Yes, yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
So what are they gonna give me? I'm curious now. A tonic?
And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Quest complete. Consumable potency enhanced. Ah, so aura healing will inherently be better. Good. I don't mind that at all. Potion potency. You've obtained a vial of Morganbeard extract, hereby increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore more HP, while strength and stone skill and Lionheart tonics will last longer. Great. All the more worth it, 100%. Alright, we have another quest we need to do. Let's go hunt down some threads. It looks like at least our first stop is in Northreach. Let's see how much trouble they will give us in gathering up the material, because they do not like bearers, we know that.
What can I do for you?
A platinum sword? Of course, they're selling it everywhere now, is it? Meteorites we can get here. Yeah, I think strength tonic will probably be replacing the stone skin in my setup. Because I do forget my defense, but having extra power, yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Let's hope the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
The granaries are almost empty. If you're looking to partake in the Meadow's bounty, now might be your last chance.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker? or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe?
That is what we're hoping for.
You could just wait for the caravan at the Vale. I see you wear the dame's brooch. They'd welcome you, wouldn't they?
Oh yes, they would definitely welcome me, but we've got other priorities right now. Mainly getting our quests done. Alright, buddy.
Ready, go?
Let's have a run. Let's walk over a few items if we can. They're usually not the best, but oh, just go, just go. We're not here for that, at least not today. And you run more than fast enough to get rid of them. Still not see any signs of them. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's it. That's the caravan.
Thanks, Gal.
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that featherbrain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bucklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
They're bandits.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
Yep, let's take him now.
I'll deal with
Jesus.
the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that. Too slow.
Come on. Try to put you back into it. Oh, thank you. That's what I was asking for. Wow, I didn't think he was that weak that I wasn't even going to pull him. Really. I was really hoping to get him down with that one.
Too slow.
Is he starting to get pissed at me? I'm just trying to get my stuff. Enemy slain.
All right. You made your point. Killing my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
That might be wise. There might be more bandits on the road. Huh. Maybe will they give me a third color for the effort I've been through.
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy
if you
to know
could.
both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
Yeah, we saved them money,
that done
or at
then?
least the goods.
Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Hell yeah.
There was a time when cloth like that would have commanded a king's ransom. But now all the nobles have moved south and there's no one left to buy it.
So basically, it's more affordable for the normal people now, so everyone can look great in their new clothes. But yes, I do wonder if we're gonna get a reaction from her that we've gotten more cloth than she was asking for. Which is not a bad thing.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh no, oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
The gold. Black embroidered linen, white continental silk, a lush red velvet. Oh, definitely the lush red velvet.
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
We'll tell her not to turn you down. Because if Jill makes something in red, that'd make her fit a lot more with Clive than she is now. Even though it might not totally fit with the ice persona.
It makes me proud to see her wearing my dress. I only wish she'd let me make her more.
I get where you're coming from. Let's see, where's the infirmary? All the way up there. Because there's no more side quests, so it's time for us to see how Jill's doing. And hopefully... Wait, what's that?
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Ooh. An empty shard and a rose is a rose orchestron roll. A clerk's medallion and direwolf chess. Yeah, unless it's something I know it's incredible, then I'll take it. And until then, I'll just gather up my renown.
Come again. I may have more.
Because I still don't know if the renown drops when I get an item or if it's just the reward for getting to that level. I really need to check that out the next time I get something there. We'll find out in due time, definitely.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Go for it.
Clive, where are you?
Come on. Give them a break.
What's wrong?
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I am not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right.
Yeah, with the big boy fighting like Eikon against Eikon, it's gonna be Clive against Kupka, not Jill.
What we're getting ourselves into.
Yes, we probably should.
Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her.
First he wrecked our home, now he's wrecking yours. But he's not going to get away with it this time.
Well, I truly hope not. Because if someone can defeat him, it's definitely gonna be us. Alright, we should be able to speak with Otto without progressing the story, I hope. Let's see what he can tell us. And then after that, we might be able to start prepping for our next mission, which is going after him. So I'm hoping that by talking to him, we'll open up a few more side quests, which grants us the possibility for some more items that we can use to heighten our chances of surviving that.
You must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Don't worry. Gov gave you the news then.
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Dalmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
Vivian's got all the information you need. Just don't do anything stupid with it, alright?
Alright, so from the past we know that Vivian is definitely a trigger. So I'm gonna leave the episode here. It's a little bit shorter than normal, but I think it would be the wise choice, because if we speak to Vivian and the entire mission gets started, then we'll be here for our next half hour and 45 minutes. So we can do that on the next episode. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. We're going to talk to Vivian, see if he can come up with a plan that won't get us killed the moment we reach Rosalith. Because it's going to be a hard one, but I think we can do it. See you then. Bye-bye.